Good evening. As we come on the air with this West Coast edition, a bulletin just issued in Paris after that terror attack, warning the gunmen on the loose are, quote, armed and dangerous tonight. ABC News has learned that a third suspect, 18 years old, has turned himself in. 12 people gunned down, murdered. The images of the horror. The two gunmen wearing all black with automatic weapons there, opening fire on police as well. That officer right there wounded on the ground. They then shoot him. Moments later, the suspects afterward carefully getting into that car right there and then taking off. Tonight, thousands on edge as others gather across Paris. And this evening, we've learned how they broke into that building, forcing a mother holding her child at the door to enter the security code. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with new details coming in from ABC's Terry Moran in Paris.
Today, in the streets of Paris, terrorists wearing ski masks and carrying automatic weapons firing a hail of bullets. The deadliest attack France has seen in decades unfolding here at the offices of Charlie Hebdo, a satirical newspaper about a mile from the famous Notre Dame Cathedral across the city from the Eiffel Tower. The attackers pulling up around 11:30 a.m., opening fire on two doormen, killing one. Inside, they find Corinne Ray, a cartoonist for the paper, and her young daughter. They force her to give them the office security code and enter. Their targets, the staff of a newspaper that has long skewered radical Islam and other religions. The masked men walking into an editorial meeting, gunning down the editor, Stéphane Charbonnier, and then 9 others.
You're describing an execution.
Yes.
They knew each person they wanted to kill.
Exactly. They called their names and shot them. And they were shot at the head. It was not a riot, it was clearly an execution.
5 minutes later, the gunmen racing out, shooting at police and shouting, Allahu Akbar, God is great. And according to witnesses, we avenged the Prophet Muhammad. They shoot and wound one policeman, and then, running towards him, they execute him on the ground. Sprinting to their car, they speed off. In their wake, a chaotic scene, the wounded on stretchers. Neighbors shocked something like this could happen here. I can still hear the shots ringing through my ears, this woman says. I never would have believed I'd hear shooting on my own street. All day, a citywide manhunt. Authorities searching for 3 suspects, 2 brothers in their 30s called armed and dangerous, Saeed and Sharif Kouachi. A third suspect, 18-year-old Hamid Morad, surrendering to police. The getaway car found abandoned late this afternoon. Tonight, an anti-terror operation. Heavily armed police surrounding an apartment building in the city of Reims, 80 miles from Paris. And as night fell on Paris, thousands gathering at Place de la République, holding signs, not afraid, and this, Je suis Charlie, I am Charlie. This is a city united in shock and sorrow, but something else. This was an attack on France, and you get the sense here France will fight back. David?